Good morning, everybody. I'm currently about to get ready, so I thought I would jump on and join you guys for a wee coffee because everybody's in meetings and I've got so much work to do and I'm looking like a clumpet. That is a Scottish word for looking rotten, which is really a daily occurrence right now. Excuse my tan, I have not washed it off, so I've fake tanned, but I haven't showered to wash it off yet, and I will do that later tonight because, quite frankly, I can't bother this morning. And we've got so much on, so I shall do it later. Don't be judging. How is everybody today? I hope everybody is good. It is back to rainy, miserable Scotland right now. It is horrible. I actually hate the Scottish weather so much. I feel like my mum at this point was so rude having me in a cold climate. I was meant to be born abroad. I could feel it in my bones. I was meant to be born in, I don't know, somewhere exotic. Not here. Although, I say that, but see when we have a summer, which isn't very often, but when we do, it is the best summer ever. I would take our sunshine over any other sunshine. I wouldn't even pay to go on holiday. Listen, don't judge. Oh my God, I can't even tell you how bad the pain is now. So the pain is like sciatic nerve, where it must be the way you sat, and it's going right up this side. So I was like driving the car this morning like this to try and straighten it out. But no way, usually if I lie on the bed and lie on this side, it straightens it out and it helps it a bit, but no. I had the Chubby Grip belt thing on all day yesterday for support. No, done nothing other than make me feel ugh. So the band is back off. It's not helping. It's not doing what it says on the tin. But yes, I need to get ready. Do you know what's actually driving me nuts in this pregnancy? Greasy hair. I can't remember it being this bad when I was pregnant with Hudson. That was washed last night. Like, what is going on? And it looks like I've not washed it. But that was washed last night and it already looks like... Did you not wash your hair this week? I did! I washed it last night. Dried it, straightened it. And it's back to that. Angela Victoria Boss. What a boss name. How are you as a whole? How are you mentally? 6 a.m. here in Illinois. Do you know what? Thank you for asking. That's actually really nice. I'm doing good. I am doing good. Not going to lie, I've had my moments in the past kind of week or so. I've definitely felt a lot more mentally struggling this past week, I think. I think it's just our lives is so busy. Like, it's so hard to explain how busy just our lives are. Like, because they don't look busy on the outside, it's just non-stop, constantly. So it's definitely been weighing on my mind. Obviously, we're opening the new business and stuff as well. And the timing's not fantastic. Not great, I'll be honest. So that's definitely been stressing us out a bit. Like, obviously, further on I'm getting, the more immobile I'm getting, or I'm not up and about for as long because I'm struggling so bad with my back and stuff now. But knowing that even more needs done. So it's felt a lot lately. And do you know what? Cola's been absolutely amazing. Like, she truly is an absolute trooper. Like, that girl works tirelessly, whether it be for work, the kids, for me. Like, she really is amazing. and she does not give herself enough credit. Like, we've had your usual shitty ass comments from horrible people, and it definitely hits harder when it's people in your, say, hometown or whatever. And I'm just like, if people could actually get to know us and actually see how hard, especially even forget me, I don't give a hoot what people say, how hard my wife works and does everything. It's frustrating. It can feel a lot. But however, I am good. I am actually good. So first off, I'm going in with the Glow Boost Moisture Cream. All the products I use are all Be Perfect. And my discount code is still capital CABB. Baby, it's due my birthday, Abby. What an awesome birthday. Like, the 7th of May isn't that long. Like, 6 weeks and 2 days, I'm sure it is. How many days is it? How many days is it till the 7th of May? I'm hoping the old swooperoonie is going to do the trick on the 5th. To be fair, but if not, at least I know I'm going on the Thursday. So it's very exciting. I'm very excited. She is. She's an absolute star. Like, she is literally working morning, noon, night. Like, she is not shutting off just now, because even we didn't realise the extremities of stuff we'd need to do to just get this business even allocated. The laws, the logistics is just absolutely mind-blowing. But you know what? We're doing it, and she's on it. And we're so lucky. We've got an awesome team around us who are also working tirelessly with us, holding us together at times. 44 days. Oh, 4-4. And it's mine and Cole's anniversary today. That's exciting. We definitely didn't forget. Till 11 o'clock last night. Maybe we forgot a little bit. 44 days until C-section day. Where's this one not open? Oh, I picked up the new one. Thanks, Vivi. Woo! So now I'm using the Hydro Glaze Milky Essence. Again, all Be Perfect. It's always like that thing though, isn't it? If the face fits, like somebody else could do exactly what we're doing, and these people that hate on us or whatever would be like, oh my God, so proud of you, you're doing so well. But if our face doesn't fit for their narrative, and their narrative is just complete and utter negativity towards us, so that doesn't coincide with how they want to feel about us. But somebody else that their face fits for them can literally do the exact same, and they'd be like, oh, that's great. But I've always said that, if the face fits, and do you know what? I'm never going to try and make my face fit, because that ain't happening. I am who I am. Hope all goes well. Take care. Trudy Bodman in Cornwall. Trudy, I love your name. I said if I had a little girl, I would love to call her Trudy. I love it. I think it's the cutest, prettiest name. Little Trudy. I love it. So last night I did walloped a bit of fake tan on. So I'm using the Skin Fusion. I'm using shade 9, which is light, medium, warm olive. And it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. The discount code for Be Perfect is capital CABP. Thank you, Jilla. I am having a little boy. Bump is doing good. Bump is like growing by the day right now, massively, and it's hurting the hell out of my back, but we're good. I know baby's good, so I'm good. I try my best not to be a moan bag, but some days it's hard. So some days I'm allowed to be a moan bag. As long as it doesn't become my entire personality, I'm allowed to be a moan bag at times, right? That's the deal. But yes, Bump is bumping. Very much so. He's still black and blue from all my injections. And he's still head up here. Oh, sending you lots of baby dust, Kim, my dear. So yes, and these are currently the only trousers that fit me right now. So don't be judging. It's all I can fit on my elephant butt. Although I called myself an elephant last night and Cole's like, you're not an elephant, babe, you're a hippo. Like, that's cuter. How rude. The pregnancy shouldn't affect you. You had 3 before, not long to go. I don't know what you mean by that, Tina. Pretty sure it's not positive, though. Regardless, it goes... I've had the support belt on for the past 3 days, and it did not help. I was so upset because it's literally sat here. And yeah, it's just not helping. On the first day, I'd actually felt like it helped a little, and I was able to stand and do things for a lot longer than usual. And then the next day, nothing. Yesterday, nothing. Made it worse. I got to the point at maybe like 6, 7 o'clock, and I was like, nope. Older body, and she's grown a human. Be nice. Thank you, Megan. Yes, definitely older body this time. Like, yeah, miles apart from my pregnancy when I was 21 with Gianna. I'm now 36. I can't wear makeup because of psoriasis. I have got psoriasis. And honestly, Be Perfect and the Voodoo's treatment for my scalp has been the best thing I have ever used. But I have got psoriasis. Like, when mine gets bad, I get to the point I will run my head under a cold tap at 3 o'clock in the morning because it's burning. It's horrible. You're absolutely glowing. How amazing is that bump? Makes me want to do it all again. Thanks, Hayley. Yeah, I know, Caris. It's crazy, isn't it? People just say crazy things when they open their mouth at times, don't they? People can be crazy. Sciatica is so bad, isn't it? Hey, Maggie Gant! The pain from that. because I picked my mum up this morning and took her to an appointment. She doesn't live in Dumfries. She lives in Lockerbie. So I pick her up on a Tuesday morning when I can and take her to an appointment in Dumfries. I was like, Mum, I actually think this is the last week I could take you. The pain, I was in tears, phoning Cole on my way to get her, because sitting in the van was just like, oh, it is horrible. It's not nice. So hats off to you if you had an easy peasy, lemon squeezy pregnancy. I'm rooting for you. Just unfortunately, my body don't do that. Are you nesting yet, girl? Oh my God, if it is not chained down and it is not glued to the floor, it has been gone. Everybody in the house is going scatty at me like, Mum, where's this? Abby, where's this? And I'm like, I have never seen that item before. Can you explain it again? How come you don't wear your lip piercing anymore? Well, I'm actually really annoyed with myself because I took it out. So that here is a scar from a big old nasty cold sore I had, and it won't go away. And then obviously I had my piercing here, and I took it out because I had a day of just, it was a bad day, okay? And I took all my piercings out, had a breakdown, felt awful about myself, and I was like, nope, get rid. I was just in it was one of those days, right? So I took the piercing out, and then a few weeks later, I was like, actually, I do like that one in my lip here. So I put it back in and it got infected. And then it was so painful, so I had to take it out, and now it looks worse than ever. But I'm scared to put it back in case it goes infected again. Because it was so sore, and already it just looks like I've got scars all around my mouth just now with my stupid cold sores, and that's like, it's literally nothing there. You can just see the mark from it. Oh. I've had 5 easy pregnancies, but boy, I'm paying the price in my later years. Don't we just, Patricia? It's so worth it, but my goodness, this end stretch. Me and Cassie were talking about it the other day. So obviously there's like 4 and a bit weeks between me and Cassie. And we were saying, isn't it strange? It's almost like, right, in pregnancy. So the start of your pregnancy is rough, or every pregnancy, the start of the pregnancy for me has been rough. Some rougher than others, but it's always been rough with the sickness, feeling rotten, faint, whatever. And then it's like you get your little bit of energy and stuff back. And then it's like, boom, end of pregnancy. You go back to feeling how you did at the start. Like both me and Cassie were saying, as your sickness came back, my sickness came back, it's awful. Yada, yada. So it's like you get all them symptoms again. But not just that. You're now the size of your house with back pain, hip pain, and just feeling absolutely hee-haw rotten. So that's where I'm at. And then another part of me is like, oh, look at baby. I can't believe it's going to be my last time of having a bump like this. Like, it's quite sad too. Well, I think I do know why my lip piercing got infected. Because very stupidly, right? I know, don't give me in trouble. I know. I was at a soft play area with the kids and a few of my friends, and my piercing fell out when I was chatting too much, and it fell out on the floor, and I picked it up and I put it back in. Didn't wash it. So I think that's why it got infected, because then literally the next day I couldn't even move my lip. I was like, and then so you're taking it out when it's that sore. It's not good. Mine never ever went on my teeth. It's really strange. I think actually I probably had more thingy from my tongue bar that I had when I was like 15. Whereas that one, because it had the flat back, I didn't ever play with it or anything, whereas my tongue bar, I did, and that one. I used to sit and bite it. It looks horrific. I bet it's nice to share pregnancy with your sister-in-law. It is, it's amazing. Do you know what? She's an absolute queen. And obviously because they've now not got the bistro, she's like doing lots to keep busy, and she's an absolute top cook, chef. I cannot cook. So she's very kindly doing some meal planning for me too. So I've currently gave her my bank card, so she's currently away shopping to fill my freezer too, because she's a queen and I could never. Well, I just can't cook. I'm a horrific cook. Although Gianna loves cooking. Yeah, the only piercing I've still got is my smiley up there. I wasn't crazy enough to take that one out. I left that one. I think I actually forgot. If I'd remembered in that moment when I was ripping them all out, I probably would have took that one out as well. But I'm so glad I didn't, because I do love that one. Me and my sister-in-law had our babies 2 weeks apart and 2 months apart. That's amazing. Are you managing to get in and out the bath? I had to shout my other half so many times near the end. I was completely stuck. Oh my goodness. The bath is horrible. But right, how horrible does this feel? Like, it makes me, even the thought of it. You know, if you're washing your hair in the bath and you're leaning back and like you tense your belly. It's horrid. Like, to then sit up. And our bath, because it's that stupid copper roll top thing, it doesn't have a handle or anything. You're good at baking buns in the oven though. Yes, Nell. I can cook the baby and that's about it. I had to take my nipple rings out when I got pregnant. Their sensitivity was how I knew I was pregnant. Same. I had my pierced when I was pregnant with Gianna, and they all got taken out. And weirdly, after I had her, milk would come out the piercing holes and go, and they still do. Only this one though. Weird. How heavy were all the rest of the kids? So Gianna was £7.14. She came on her due date. Kai came 3 days early. He was £8.9. He was my biggest, but he looked the skinniest because he was so tall. Then Hudson was £7.4. I know, common sense definitely does lack in a lot, doesn't it? So this is the Be Perfect Pencil Men Liner, which is unreal. I love it. Shade Abyss, which is just the jet black. But they do lots of different really cool colours that I love. And then this item here is the only item I use that isn't Be Perfect, because it's my liquid eyeliner and it's called Inglot. I get it off Amazon. I think that's what it is. So my pain is in here in my ribs, where his feet are. But then whenever, I think because his bum's in my pelvis, that's where the sciatic nerve is coming up here. Yeah, we say in our house that common sense is not so common anymore. Totally, Erica. I'm a mum of 6 trying to talk the hubby into one more, but he's having none of it. How old's your youngest? Although I love the age gap. No way, Zoe Willock. That's crazy. Same date of birth. What time was she born? Hudson was born... Oh, now you're asking. This is terrible because I do know Gianna and Kai's time they were born. I'm sure Hudson was 5:50 a.m. And both Gianna and Kai were born on Saturdays. Kai was 1:45 p.m. in the afternoon and Gianna was 10:17 on a Saturday night. Because when I phoned all my family to let everybody know Gianna had been born, everybody was out in the pub drunk. Because it was a Saturday night. So I use the Indestructibrow Lock and Load on my eyebrows. It is awesome because it's got the powder on top and then a pomade on the bottom. I'm only 33 and I've been sterilised, and it brings a horrible ache to know I'll never have the baby phase again. It's so hard, isn't it, Jen? Like, even me, like, I know I'm done. Like, I will not have any more kids, for sure. But it's still sad knowing, like, you'll not go through the pregnancy, and even though it's rough, like, you'll not do all them things again. Sorry, I just seen somebody say there, have you ever considered a water birth? I was desperate for a water birth with Gianna. And I had my heart set, that's what I was doing. I was having a water birth. So when I went into labour, they got the pool ready. I got in the pool and it was horrific. Worst thing I'd ever done. But because the pool's so high in the birthing suite there, I couldn't get back out of it. And because my contractions were so close together, every time I tried to stand up to get back out the pool, I couldn't get out. I was stuck. So I ended up literally being dragged out of the water pool. It was not good. So for me, it was a no-no. Which really shocked me because with my endometriosis and polycystic ovaries, like when I'm really struggling, like a bath is my go-to. I have pain relief and that's not working. A bath has always been my go-to. So that's why I was like, oh, I can give birth in water. It'll feel great. But no, for whatever reason, it didn't work that way for me, unfortunately. My favourites are nighttime labours. They seem more peaceful. Do you know what? I actually was reading up on this. So you're actually more likely to give birth during the night or like go into labour in the evening. So like most people, when you envision your waters breaking and stuff, it's either like that crazy, oh my God, it's going to happen in a shop or when I'm out in public, or you go to bed and you wake up because your waters have broke. And it's actually because in the evening, you've got a higher level of, it's not oxytocin, that's a happy one, isn't it? Maybe it is that. There's a higher level of some hormone that actually triggers your labour in the evening. So you're actually more likely, apparently, to go into the labour in the evening. Yeah, I'm praying baby gets his bum in gear and actually moves and is no longer breech. But then I was saying to Cole, don't panic. Kai was breech literally until days before I went into labour with him. Like, he was a breech baby, and then when I went into labour, it was fine. And I gave birth to him. I had Gianna and Kai on my own. I've had 5 and I'm done. Yes, well, 4 is enough for me. It'll be this baby boy and done. So I'm now using the Be Perfect Intensify Mascara, which again is amazing. It doesn't leave your eyes clumpy. I love it. Me neither. My waters have never broke with any of them. So all 3 labours I've had to have my waters broke. So it is in my plan that if my cervix are favourable when they do the sweep and I am dilated at some point, they will break my water for me. But I would love to experience that, like just being, I don't know, anywhere. And my water's breaking. But no, there's never. It's literally been like last minute as I'm pushing. They broke them for me and boop, baby's arrived. Apart from my Hudson, they broke them at the start and then found out I had that hydra whatever. So it's been monitored this time to make sure it's picked up if I have it. Whereas it had been missed when I was pregnant with Hudson. So it was quite scary. Married at First Sight, Mel has died. I don't know who that is. I don't watch Married at First Sight. I'm going to have to go and look and see who she is. What a shame. My second baby was born in her waters. That's amazing, isn't it? Like, I've watched so many of them and it's just unreal. I wasn't able to have any medication with either of my kids because by the time I got to hospital, it was too late. Oh, Erica. When I had Gian and Kai, thingabies weren't a thing. You weren't allowed... What's the thing you get in your back? Oh my God, what is it called? Why can't I think of the name? It's right there. Epidural. Yeah, so when I had Gianna and Kai, epidurals weren't a thing. So I didn't have that. I just had diamorphine and Gasnier with both of them. And then obviously with Hudson, end up in a section. So I'd had gas and air. And then obviously I had the spinal block and that when I had the section. But this time I'm praying I go on my own. And if I'm offered an epidural, absolutely, I'm here for it. If I can do it as pain-free as possible, absolutely. But I tell you what, you know when you're at that point of no return when baby's coming and you think, whew, you think you're a goner. It was, oh, you actually think in that moment, like, my life here is done. Because that pain is, whoo-wee. My granddaughter was born with her waters intact, looked like an old football bladder. That's crazy, isn't it? I think it's absolutely amazing. It's just amazing anyway what the body can do, isn't it? It really is incredible. Like, it is unreal. That is crazy, Lauren Tadman. Epidural, I know. The baby brain is real. Well, that was the same as me, Amy. I actually only like the gas and air because I like biting on the tube. Like, I remember with Gianna, she was obviously my first, and being like, I'm going to poo. I need to sit on the toilet. And they were like, I promise you're not. And I was adamant, no, get me out. I need to get on the toilet. So they were like, right, okay. But I was like, they were like, you need to put the gas and air down. I was like, no, I can't not. I need the gas and air. So they actually got me a portable gas and air tank. So I was sat on the toilet, honestly, God knows how long, when I was in the end of labour with Gianna. Like, I'm going to put, that's all I cared about. I was a lot younger then, whereas this time I couldn't care. It's a given. It happens. But yeah, I was not for letting that gas and air slide. And like you say, it was for the actual mouthpiece more than anything to bite on it. So it looked like a dog had been playing with it by the time I'd gave birth to Gianna. Yeah, I think I was a hummer. Like, I wasn't a screamer when I was in labour, because I knew that wasted your energy. So I was very much a more so like that, I think. I was definitely a hummer. Probably sounded more like a calf. So this is the Voodoo's Frizz Fix. It's amazing. Oh, the burn. I remember, so I was the first out of my group of friends at that time to have a child. And then I remember when one of them got pregnant and she was like asking me, tell me truthfully, what is like that moment like? And I was like, giving birth to a bowling ball on fire. And she was like, really? And I was like, yes, that is literally the only way I can explain it. The ring of fire is, oh, I know my hair's getting long. It is growing. Finally. I was the hummer. In Hummer, Scotland means like you're a rotter, a stinker. But I was a hummer. Oh no, I screamed so loud the nurse told me I had to quieten down. I was scaring other patients. Do you know what though? I remember, yeah, especially with Gianna, I don't think it'd bother me now because it's my fourth, but my first one, I remember hearing another lady screaming and being like, oh my God. And I wasn't at that stage yet. I was like at the start, feeling like it was the worst thing in the world, thinking, how can this pain possibly get any worse? But oh boy, it does. It comes out of nowhere. Yeah, it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon here. Right now. Yeah. I was a hummer and a grunter. That was me. My face like a absolute red Belician beacon. So the Frizz Fix is Voodoo's. It's a hair tamer for flyaways, but honestly, it is amazing. Sorry, I've got mascara on it. And it's just like a little wand. It is so good. So good. My discount code for Voodoo's is CA15, I'm sure. I screamed the house down with all six. Go for it. Do you know what? See, when I see videos, and even when I watch one burn every minute, ow! I And like you see the comments of, oh, I didn't scream like that. Yeah, who cares? If that's what you got to do in that moment, do it. They're not asking you to scream. But if that makes her feel better in that moment, let her do it. It is a crazy time. Oh, no one told me about the first pee. Oh, that first pee after birth. And I never cut with any of my labours, but with Gianna, I grazed the front. And oh my Lord, whoa. I think I cried for about 2 weeks every time I knew I needed the toilet. And I was so strict that, like, I didn't want lots of visitors, especially not for the first 2 weeks. And by Lord, they wouldn't have wanted to come, because literally, if I was sat on the couch even feeding Gianna or whatever, and I knew I was starting to feel like I needed a pee, I'd literally sit crying, being like, I don't want to pee. But the warm jug of water definitely helps. That was me, Dawn Turner. I tried to get off the bed to go home, said I didn't want to give birth. I changed my mind. That was me. At the end, I was just like, I can't do this. You're just going to have to take the baby out. Do something, because I can't do this. Whereas Kai's, I can't remember as much of Kai's for some reason. I know with Kai, I was on my knees, like that way, like straddling the bed when I gave birth to him, whereas Gianna wasn't. I was on my back and I had a midwife either side with my feet on their hips, because the poor midwife, obviously when babies come in, they've got to go and get the doctors and stuff to come in. And she was trying to leave to go and get the doctors and stuff to say, like, baby's coming now. And I was like, where do you think you're going? Like, you cannot, like, the pain was so bad, she could not put my leg down. Don't bother. And the bed didn't have, like, the stirrups or anything. I was cut into or sat in a rubber ring for weeks. Oh, what a shame, Ali. My friend, she was like that. I remember her phoning me. She was cut front to back. And she was in tears. She was like, what do you do? And I was like, I didn't have that. I grazed at the front, and that was bad enough, so I can't even imagine how that feels. Yes, Megan Nicole. I remember shouting, it's killing me. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Oh. I don't know why I'm laughing, because I'm doing it again soon. Oh, that, Ali, I got to that point of when I would sit in the bath for hours and just pee. Sat in a bath of my own pee after giving birth, because I got to the point, I was like, I can't do this. To be fair, see, when I was in labour with Hudson, before I went for the section, Cole was like an absolute trooper. She was like my top tier nurse in that moment, because I was all strapped up with all the monitors and stuff. They didn't really want me sitting on the toilet. So Cole became an absolute pro, like with the bedpan, every time I needed to pee. And all I wanted to do was drink. I was so thirsty, my full labour. I think I actually drank, my craving was Appletiser, 6 cans of Appletiser at the time. I know, bad, eh? And Cole was literally like, are you going to piss your vagina going to set on fire? Yes, that's it. You don't know what's happening, but you know something's happening. But it's so painful, you can't actually, like, pinpoint the pain. You just know, like, that pain is woohoo. I had to be cut, I had von tooth delivery, I had to sit on the loo with both hands flat on the floor. Oh my gosh, The things we do for these gorgeous wee babies were absolutely firecrackers. But it is amazing what we go through, and it is absolutely worth every single part of it. Although I do remember, I think it was my dad, walked into the hospital to see Gianna after I'd gave birth to her the next day and was like, well, do you want more? And I was like, nope, never. Absolutely not. Whereas some people are like, oh, the minute the baby's in your arms, you forget that pain. I didn't. Not for a while. If I had to do it over now, I'm a nurse, I'd just put a catheter in to drain the wee. Yes, Megan, that sounds like top tier. Like, if that happens again, I'll be like, you just send me home with a catheter. Sounds like the best option right now. Well, I am off to love yous and leave yous. Cole should be home soon from our meeting. Witch hazel and aloe in a spray bottle in the fridge for going. Yes, I'm all over these. And I've seen now you can actually get pads that you crack and they're cooling. But I'm like, I don't want to go all out with these things if I end up with the section. But I do want to have some of them in case he does exit down below. Which I'm praying he does. But what'll be, will be. He will decide. Janice, that'd be me. Nope, 2 years on, I still remember the pain. Yep. Oh, it's a pain you'll never forget. Absolutely. You can always tell who's a dissection or natural birth. Both awful pains, but different recovery. Absolutely. Like the pain I had after having Hudson, I was watching other mums, and I do think it's a difference in a plan section, an emergency section maybe. I don't know, maybe I'll find out this time. But the pain I was in after my section was equally horrific. Like standing, I was crying, like, you know, like you've got to get moving as quick as you can. Oh my God, that was awful. And then I seen like a few women on social media doing videos literally that night doing their hair and makeup after their section. I'm like, how? I swear I remember it was 11 or 16 after having my section with Hudson, and I woke up and it was the first day I was like, right, this is bearable, I can do this. But it certainly wasn't for that first week. Like I see mums out pushing the pram and going a walk. No, that was definitely not me. So we shall see. This time it might be different. But I'm going to love yous and leave yous, and I hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll see you all very soon.